current
Mhm.
president, Bob Brooksmint, said,
Mhm.
among your many, many accomplishments, that your most vital contribution to the MBA was your leadership in restoring financial stability to the
Mhm.
association. Take us back to that window of time for the
Mhm.
MBA, what it was like and how you came through it.
I started on May 1st, 2011 at the MBA. And I went in with Dave Stevens, and we learned very quickly that the association didn't have reserves, that they had years before we got there had purchased a building, and then the housing and real estate crisis happened. They had a loan that was strangling the association, as well as the fact that they had recently cut about, I think, 30 or 40% of the staff. And so we knew we had a big job ahead of us. And we spent that entire time talking to members, talking to the folks within our member organizations. So we were talking to as many CEOs or senior leaders, and then we were talking to some of the practitioners, trying to understand what they value from the association, what they felt was missing. And we took that information as a foundation in order to work through bringing them back the value proposition that they so desperately wanted. And the association so desperately needed, right? If you look at our 990s, MBA makes its money from membership dues and profitability of our conferences. And so if you can bring those things back into the mix, it will be a great way to, bring your financials back. I happen to have experience in conferences, and I had worked for another trade association very early on in my career. And so I worked hand in hand with the meetings team and with their lead, Elaine Howard, and we completely started changing the way that some of our biggest conferences looked and the value proposition we had for our members. And so it all started to come together quite nicely.